We've had a lot of environmental disasters lately. Have you noticed? I mean, global climate disasters. A lot of stuff going on in our climate, our crazy climate. And these two young girls, they said that after their city was hit with, I'm going to say a flood, I can't remember what it was, but a flood, and people were needing help, they just decided they would get a table and put it out there with some chairs, and they decided they would try to help people as best they could. And as soon as they sat down in those chairs, a line began to occur, and people began to come up to them and say, well, do you know where I can go for this or that? And these girls were so good, they would use their technology to find, oh yeah, you could get water here, and here's where you can get some clothes. And they just started doing this kind of thing of being of service because they didn't know what else to do. They were going through the same thing, but they thought if they could be of service, they would feel so much better about themselves and so productive. And these girls became a key for FEMA when they came into those disaster areas. And these two girls, because they were so good at their technology, these young people in their cell phones, with their technology, they began to develop, what do you call it, apps. Here, I'll get the right word, apps for this kind of thing. So you think to yourself, when you are of service, you become extremely creative. When you come from your truth, which is service and giving, we become extremely creative. The Course says the only thing missing in any situation is what you have not given. So the only thing lacking in any situation, if you feel lack, if you feel I'm tired, I'm lacking, I'm not loved, I'm not getting what I need, it says the only thing lacking in any situation is what you have not given. And so it begins to, and that doesn't mean, you might say, well, I don't know, where can I put up my table and put some chairs behind it? That's not what this is talking about. It's talking about what you can give in your heart, how you can hold another, the thoughts that you can give, as well as maybe the actions. But if you want to feel full and you want to feel complete and you want to know who you are and you want to know where you truly exist and you want to know the abundance that is a part of you and the home that you abide within, then we must be giving. That's how we know who we are. And again, when I say giving, I don't want you to think of form. I don't want you to think that you have to do something. I want you to say, to know in your own hearts that you are open to love using you. Work through me. What would you have me do today? What would you have me say? Where would you have me go? You know, that I may be used for your purpose. And that's kind of what this is saying here. That same idea. If I think I move in isolation, unattached and housed within this limitation of a body, then I am going to feel limited. But when people who are going through disasters know that the only way they can feel good about themselves is to give, they are saying, I am so much more than a body. I am so much more than my circumstances. So if they can do it in those circumstances, then we can do it where we sit, can't we?